Big D, Dallas, Texas, the location for the Spurs. For Dallas, it's been a display of dominance this season. Few teams can match their heart or their talent. They'll have a big edge at home tonight as they look to keep it rolling. Spurs, Mavs, tip-off just moments away. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Jones and Vassell are the 1 and the 2. Inside at the 4 and 5, it's Sohan and Wembanyama. And it's Johnson in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. P.J. Washington out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Exum in at the small forward. Rivalry games, Grant, always extra spicy, especially when they feature teams from the same conference.
Ooh, I like a little spice. But remember, only one team per conference gets to the final. So that's going to naturally develop some rivalries here and there. So tonight should be a really competitive game.
You know, Grant, looking back to the Spurs' tough last season, free throw shooting was something they pointed to.
You know, B.A., it's something they have to correct. They didn't get to the line enough, and their percentage wasn't good when they did. And, of course, that's a bad combination.
Now here's Jones. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Sacramento. That one doesn't drop. Washington with the ball. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to Exum. Back to Gafford. He's good with a little jumper in close. Vassell with it. Tipped away. Irving attacking. And the layup is good.
A true wizard with the ball. Irving has some of the best handles that we have ever seen at any point in time in history.
Irving against Vassell. To halt the run. Washington grabs the miss. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Good chance here for Irving. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
I love seeing Irving's work in the mid-range. Intelligent at reading the defense and recognizing when to take these shots.
Here's Sohan. No good on the shot. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. Washington against Jones. Back to Doncic. The 3 is up. It's not going to go for him.
And that miss makes them 4 of 5 to start this one. Not a bad start. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Oh, look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
And the shot's good. Doncic has got 5 points.
They're really working the paint now.
For San Antonio, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
All right, let's give a nod to defense now with a list of the teams leading the league in steals this month. In third, the Spurs.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
Pass to Vassell. Can they get it? Again, the miss by the Spurs.
I mean, just a tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
And it's Doncic missing.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Steps back and fires. Gafford grabs the miss.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
And it's Irving missing.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Well, Richard, one thing you can count on with Devin Vassell, he'll give you a ton of energy.
You got to admire that about him, the definition of a hard worker. He's been making tons of strides in his offensive output lately.
Both teams deciding to change it up, and Dallas calls time here. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And guys, those road games are never easy. but they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Here's Wesley. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Shot is good by Kleba.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Here's Branham, and he drives in, and he dunks it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Irving, the pass to Lively. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
You always want Kyrie to have the ball in his hands. He's just a tremendous playmaker.
San Antonio trailing here. Here's Wesley. Got a hand on it, and they recover it. And now the Mavs on the run. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up.
Cedi Osman.
Massey, he's checked in for Wembanyama.
Team foul. At the line for Dallas, Derek Jones Jr.
That's good from Jones. 56 seconds left in the opening quarter. Branham passes to Collins. Here's Branham. To the paint. Here's Bassey, and a nice finish on the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Irving for three. Rebounded by the Spurs. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Well, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Toronto taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
24 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Wesley. He's guarded by Irving. To the left wing. Here's Bassey. Missed inside. Now Jones. Here's Irving. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
And so it's Dallas up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back with you shortly. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And we heard some coaches saying the league punishes retaliation. And that might even encourage players to instigate. Grant, you think he's got a point?
You know, B.A., I think he does. I mean, if guys are creating a dust-up to try to get opposing star players thrown out, the officials cannot reward that.
Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Daniel Gafford is out there with P.J. Washington, and it's Exum in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Vassell has no conscience behind the arc. He will not hesitate to get it out.
Foul. Charles Bassey. First personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good. Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio.
Luka
Doncic hits them both.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
Here's Sohan. No points yet. Johnson with a bucket.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Doncic outside. To the middle. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
You know, the instincts of Luka Doncic are second to none. Such a natural playmaker.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Vassell and San Antonio again with a bucket.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Irving, the pass to Doncic. Here comes Luka. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
His passing has always been a staple of his career. Not too many are better at dishing than Kyrie.
Now here's Jones. Back to Vassell. Fires from 14. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball's going up the court. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Here's Washington. Can't get it to drop. Johnson with the defensive effort. Jones against Irving. Charity stripe shot. Jones misses. The Mavericks have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And it's Washington missing.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, B.A. Victor Wembanyama was asked to describe his game, and he said, quote, "The word I would say is versatile. Being able to score at any level, any moment in the game. Taking responsibilities. Maybe Mr. Do Everything." And Brian, will he be the next international phenom to take over the league? He said with a smile, "I'm sure of it."
Plenty of confidence right there. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you for that. And the Mavericks making a change here. Mann's checked in. Jones drives in. Oh, great D that time from Doncic.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Back to Gafford. Stolen by Wembanyama. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Here's Vassell. Connects from downtown. Vassell's got 8 here in this quarter.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Well, it's not hard to get excited about what Wembanyama could potentially bring to the league, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, possibly some of the biggest hype we've seen, B.A. Unreal ball skills at 7'4", and he's got that drive to be the greatest.
And so it's San Antonio with it, after the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Sohan. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
Anytime you get a nice look inside, it's a good possession.
Timeout called. The Mavericks. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
And it's no surprise they won the season series last year. They put more talent on the floor.
In their eyes, that's just taking care of business. They believe they're supposed to beat this team, but they'll have to see how the season series shakes out.
So San Antonio ends up going with a new group.
And that's something that Doncic wants to keep improving. Good to see him firing away from distance.
Branham. Here's Wesley. No good with the triple.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Inside. And Gafford gets it to go on the assist from Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight. The Spurs have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Doncic. The explosion to the rim for Luka.
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Here's Wesley. Looking to win the run. Doncic with a block. To the inside, Gafford, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Oh, it's stolen. Doncic on the wing. Here's Gafford. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Gafford's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Doncic outside. And Doncic with the jam.
And how about the handles Luka has? Phenomenal at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
Here's Branham and Gafford with the block. Ahead. And some nice defense there to win the quarter. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Mavericks. Moving the rock and looking for a shot. It's clear he's in a good rhythm. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks. I'm here with Coach Popovich. And, Pop, I know you're not happy with the first half. They've taken the fight to you thus far. How do you take it back?
Yeah, they've been the aggressive team. I think we played really soft. So far, really pathetic defensive performance.
Coach, hopefully more toughness from your team in the second half. Thanks.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break. Ready for the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. After missing last game, it was clearly evident he wanted to make his mark tonight. And from what we saw so far from the Mavericks, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The work they put in on the glass has been the difference maker. Truly an all-hands-on-deck attack. Give them credit for being a more aggressive team. Rebounding is one of the stats that sometimes gets overlooked, but not tonight.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
The shooting percentage they allowed was through the roof. The coach is absolutely ripping the defensive effort. They need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in, lock it in, lock it in.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Inside at the 4 and 5, it's Sohan and Wembanyama. And it's Jones in at the 1. Here's Vassell, following the score by Dallas.
Something Vassell is only improving at, recognizing these chances to drop an easy dime.
Doncic on the wing, defended by Jones. Doncic against Jones, outside for Irving. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 6 assists here tonight. And the Spurs with possession here. Outside Jones. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Wembanyama. Gets an open look and hits it. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
And look at the soft touch. The rookie, Wembanyama, has really gotten this dialed in.
Well, Graham, before he even hit the league, Wembanyama was touted as the next big star from afar.
You know, B.A., playing in a foreign pro league added to his mystique, B.A. We weren't getting the exposure to his game. It made it easy to wonder just how great he would be here.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
He just continues to deal damage inside. They've got to figure a way to slow him down.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Let's see some of the numbers here for Daniel Gafford. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Vassell, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. 10 points for him.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4, and looking good doing it.
Here's Doncic. Sohan with a rebound.
Showing great intensity around the rim. It's part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And finished off by Kleba.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Irving against Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavs. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
You could say the Spurs are in development mode. Devin Vassell said there's a lot of potential, a lot of new opportunity. Just got to make sure we're growing each game and maturing. As long as we play together and we play the right way, we will have a chance to win every game. We still got the greatest coach of all time sitting back there, right?
Yeah, you'll get no argument here. Thanks, Allie. And Dallas calls time here.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. Branham comes in for Jones. Now here's Doncic. 18 points for him. And they're on the break. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
He's becoming a more potent offensive threat. When Johnson is catching and firing, it helps him get into a rhythm.
Dallas has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Doncic outside.
2 minutes.
Fires for 3. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Wembanyama's got 5 points in the quarter. Dallas has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Doncic outside. Let's go with a 3. Again, Doncic missing.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Outside Johnson. Oh, and it's Collins. That time on the assist by Johnson.
As his career has progressed, Johnson has really improved as a playmaker.
The Mavericks have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Man, he's checked in for Kleba. Bassey, he's checked in for San Antonio. He takes it in. Branham. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Branham's got 6.
They've made things hard on themselves, going cold in the first half, but they've been warming up since.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
And the Spurs with possession here. They trail by 14. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. Johnson finds Collins. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Irving. Left side Jones. Down low. Here's Lively. And that one goes. Feeding him with a lead pass.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Offensive rebound. Stolen by Jones. Doncic outside.
And this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic puts pressure on the defense every possession.
Second team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Luka Doncic.
That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good. 11 seconds left in the third. And here's Johnson. With 2 seconds left. He can't hit that time. And so it's Dallas liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead.
The Spurs, 44.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Luka Doncic, Washington out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Terrence Mann and it's Exum in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And Doncic has got the ball here for Dallas. 22 was their biggest lead. Drives to the hoop. It's deflected. Here's Sohan. He's guarded by Washington. And that one good.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Doncic against Jones. It's blocked. And they'll get another chance. 4-3. Dallas no good that time either. San Antonio's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's Wesley with the drive. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
Here's the 3. Exum gets the bucket. Exum's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For San Antonio, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. And the Spurs with some changes. Wembanyama comes in for Bassi. And Branham subbed in for Wesley. Now a timeout called by San Antonio.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He wants them to show more heart, saying, quote, they are outworking us, you guys. At some point, you've got to decide you want to box out and that you want to protect the ball. He does not sound too pleased with the performance. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Mann outside Irving. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Spurs. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Dallas.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Exum passes to Washington. Sohan with a rebound.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Here's Johnson. Oh, it's blocked by Washington.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Irving for three. Another shot. And it's Washington missing.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to man from behind the arc. Pure from three-point range. Man's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. The Spurs have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Jones, the pass to Wembanyama. Counted.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done.
Woo! And Dallas calls time here. They're in front by 11. 1:50 left in the fourth.
Put your hands together for your D-Town crew.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he really got after it tonight. I mean, they asked him to provide a big chunk of the offense, and wow, he responded. The defense had no idea how to contain him.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Irving, the pass to Lively. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Jones. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 4 rebounds in the game. Doncic against Jones. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Mavericks.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Luka Doncic.
He ran things with precision. Great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
And the Spurs making a change here. Massey, he's checked in for Sohan. Osman comes in for Johnson. Branham's checked in for Vassell. And it's Wesley in for Jones. Wesley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
That one on
Second
Doncic.
team foul. Shooting for San Antonio. Wesley at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. That one's no good.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table. They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Inside. And the basket by Branham.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Mavs. 22 was their biggest lead, and it's Irving missing.
I think at the last second he decided to get slick. think he'll make that mistake again.
And it's good. 2 points.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
And here's Doncic outside. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Kyrie, the offense was clicking tonight. Can you talk about the impact of ball movement on your success?
It's very important. When we trust each other like that on both ends of the floor, especially offensively, it makes it easier for all of us to be aggressive, and I think that we did a great job of that tonight. We just got to keep it going. Fans deserve us to move up in these standings, man. We got some work to do. We got some work to do.
This team is as deep as it gets. They're all willing to put the work in, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.